Hi, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Puzzle. I wish you a happy new year 2018. And if you watched this video until here, I'm sorry, but you might be already too late to comment first on this video and win a puzzle as I announced in the 2017 special. I'm sorry, but there will be also, of course, the lottery where I give away two more puzzles, and I will announce the date and time later this week on my Facebook channel. Today, we will have a look at this puzzle here, or at this box here, which I received from Can You Solve Me? The homepage is canyousolveme.com. And this one is about Tangram puzzles. And if we look here inside, we can see, or we will find 12 different Tangram puzzles with with various difficulties. So the difficulty here goes from 1 over 2 to 3. And the higher the level, the more difficult the puzzle should be. If we look on these boxes, we find the internet address, the name of the puzzle. They are also available on Facebook and Instagram. And the picture you see here on the box is always the shape you need to build with the single pieces. I will review today 3 of them. Not all of them, of course, and it's up to you to decide if it's interesting for you and buy it. If yes, go to canyousolveme.com and give it a try. So let's just get one of them out of the box. I will start with a very classic one, which is this T Tangram. Put this one aside, just zoom in a bit, and if we open the back, we can see this puzzle contains 4 parts, a little plastic bag, and in general, regarding the difficulty level, I agree. This would be, in my personal rating, this would be a 2 to a 4 instead of a 1 to a 3 out of a maximum of 5. And I do not agree to the difficulty of all of them, but in general, the rating is pretty realistic from my point of view. So, if you look inside, we find 4 pieces. They are made from acrylic glass and cut by laser. And on each piece, I'm not sure if this is visible here, on each piece, on one side of the pieces, there is a small mark here that shows the final shape of the puzzle in assembled condition. And that's a pretty good feature, because if you mix up various of these puzzles, the parts of various of these puzzles, you will have a very hard time to get them separated again if you do not have this mark. Therefore, it's a good feature. I also was told that on the new ones, here on this one, it's only on one side, laser engraved. On the newer versions, it's also on both sides engraved. Okay, how to assemble the 3 Tangram puzzles I picked today, I will show you after the spoiler break. Okay, so here we go. We start with the T Tangram. And if you notice that there's a lot of background noise today, it's pretty windy outside. I'm sorry for that, but I cannot change it. And just if you're curious about what this noise in the background is. So we start with the T puzzle and or the T Tangram, and it's a very classic one. Probably a lot of you already seen it. And yeah, it's not too difficult, but can also create some confusions if you're not familiar with Tangram puzzles. So the solution is pretty easy, only 4 parts, and that's pretty much the solution here. What's a little bit strange to me on this one is that actually that dimension-wise, it looks, I think, a little bit different than what is shown here on the picture. And also it's not 100% symmetric, because if I take this piece here and put it over here, you see that there is a dimensional difference over here from left to right, and this could create some confusions. but I'm not sure. Maybe it's also the wrong solution, but this is the solution I know for this puzzle, and it does not apply for 100% here on this one. Okay. Anyway, I think the solution should be like this one, and I will put this one aside and continue with the next one. And this is out of the range here. Let's go with this clover or tree or what it is. So this is now a level 2 puzzle, same as before. We just need to put it together, and here we can see now it's not only 4 parts, we have 6 parts here on this one. I'm not sure if they have all the same amount of parts based on the level, but this one has obviously more than the T. And we need to put together this tree here or clover or what it is. And we do it the following way. This one is a little bit more tricky, but actually I had the right intention in the beginning, therefore I was able to solve it pretty quickly. And the solution for this one looks just like, if I remember right, this one is of course here the part below, because it's the only one that could fit here. Therefore this part here makes it pretty easy, and also this one here made it pretty easy because there's a straight shape over here, and this can be more or less only this part here. And how to put in this one like this. So this is the solution for this clover. As you can see, I can imagine that you have not the right clue in the beginning. It can take you some time to solve it. Okay, and last but not least, we will have a look at the number 3 puzzle, which we have 5 of them. And so we have 3 number 1s, I forgot to mention. We have 4 number 2s, and we have 5 number 3s. So of the difficulty we want, with the highest difficulty, we have the most puzzles, which I appreciate, as you probably can imagine. And which one we pick? We picked the star, which I tried before. I also tried this one, and this is said to be the most difficult one of this series, and I can confirm that. It took me about maybe 25 minutes to 30 minutes to put it together, and I really struggled because of this angular deflection of the tie here. And this is pretty challenging. For me it was pretty challenging. I would even give it maybe a 4 out of a maximum of 5 for this one. In this case, or in this video here, I will review now the number, the star puzzle here, which has also a 3. And again, more parts than the number 2. This one has overall, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 pieces. And I will just try to put it together. I will start with, I think, this one here, and then put over here. This one is, you notice definitely a increase of difficulty compared to the number 2s, and I will put it together. I think it was like this. I'm not too familiar with this one. I just did it one time maybe. I think it should be somehow like this, and then this one over here, and this one over here. Yeah, somehow like this, I think. Yeah, so this is the solution for the star. What makes this one very tricky is some areas that are very hard to predict. One area, for example, is this one here, over here, where 4 parts meet at one point. And also something like this is a nice feature because it's very hard to position this one. Also, this one is a nice one here, which where this part connects to these two. Same for this connection. So you can see it's very hard to predict the connections of these single parts, and therefore it's more difficult as the easier ones. Okay, so that's it pretty much from the Can You Solve Me puzzle series, Tangram puzzle series. I hope you liked this episode. If yes, and you like the puzzles, just check out canyousolveme.com and check out what puzzles I have. You can buy the whole set. You can buy just single ones. Check it out. If you like the episode, thumbs up. Join my YouTube channel. Join my Facebook and Instagram channel. And until next time, keep on puzzling.